vagina, no matter how much logic is there. I get so upset because I can't forget these things that hurt me so much. And I think that everybody is totally out of touch with their emotional nature. That's why it's totally out of whackity, whackity, whack. But I'm totally in whackity, whack. I understand that certain things aren't intact, but I'll try to put them back. And that's what makes me different than my fellow man that acts like my fellow woman. I'm not a typical woman. Whoa, man. Like, whoa. We have a lot of whoa. Woe is me. Woe is she. Woe is she means woe is me. You know, that's how they look at everything. I don't look at things that way. People will say that I hate women. That couldn't be further from the truth. Just let me say that. If I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna really mean that. But I think as far as the modern woman is concerned, I'm most definitely a misogynist. Because you can't not be. Cause if I really and truly want what's best for women, I'm a sexist. Cause I don't think that expecting women to be like men is a good thing for anybody. And why do you think that so many aren't satisfied with the body that God gave them? Has everything to do with this. They won't face it because that would be inconvenient, inconvenient, inconvenient. Well, I'm just spent. Yeah, I'm just spent. All I do is circumvent the right word. Well, it rhymes, so let's use it this time. I'm not gonna be afraid of what people have to say, but that don't mean that it can't hurt. And I'm a reptile, inside a reptile, inside yet another reptile. But that doesn't mean that when I taste bile, I don't taste bile. But I'll still do it with a smile. Even if I'm crying, even if I'm crying, even if I'm crying, at least I'm not lying like everybody else. And I guess I can't be too mad that you said what you wanted to say. I can't be too mad that people do just as I would have them do if they had nicer things to say. Well, sometimes it's important to get that out. Let me know what you're all about and that you think of me like a prostitute. All because you didn't agree with things that I said and the way that I said them, cause I felt that I had to say them that way. So if you flip it enough, you'll realize that everybody always the same. 'Cause everything's a different version of the same exact refrain. No, that was not. In key, I'm so out of key, but that's just me. To be wild and free, and not so worried about the protocol. 'Cause I'm human, that means I'm bound to fall eventually. So I realize that I'm gonna need God. It's true. I don't do this for the attention. I do this to draw attention. Okay. I do this to draw attention. I think that my car's warm enough. Yes, I've decided that I need to stop being stubborn and just wear my seatbelt. So it is possible for people to grow up ever so slightly. Okay, look at this. You see this? You see this? That's the seatbelt. See this? It's a fur covering. Okay? Still uncomfortable though. Still uncomfortable. That's why I don't wear it right. Okay? Look. So I'm gonna put it in here. You see that? See that? No, you don't see it. It's okay. You're gonna hear it. Hear that? I just unbuckled. Now I'm rebuckling. Hear that? Okay? Doing it again. One more time. There you go. Hear that? Okay. So it's supposed to go on like this. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna do that. So silly. I am very, very silly. At least we have fun. Should I drive right now? What makes you say that? Okay, roll down the window. Are the roads bad? Are they actually bad? Let's just find out when we drive around. How about that? So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ava Gross. I'm an insult comic from Tennessee's tri-state area, and yes, I swear a lot. I became a born-again Christian doing stand-up comedy with a bunch of liberal degenerates, and I realized that I wasn't a liberal, though I do consider myself to be extremely open-minded, which is why my comedy is supreme, okay? You can't be a good artist without being an open-minded person. Why did I do that? I'm sorry. Here you go. You see my pretty-ass face one more time, okay? With my obnoxiously protruding chin. I don't know what's going on here. I really don't. But I feel like that's what makes me an authentic woman. Is that, like, I make fun of my physical appearance, and I'm not, like, desperately trying to change it or, like, doll myself up to be something that I'm not. Oh, okay. I think that, I don't know whose turn it is, I'm just gonna wait. Okay, I can go now. It's always important to wait your turn. I know that that's annoying sometimes. And it's really obnoxious when other people don't wait their turn and they just go in place of you. That's not fair, okay? So I'm not gonna be one of those people if I can avoid it. Anyway, I think I figured out what the sound was. You know, I complained about that in a recent video, about how some random sound, it's like this beeping sound, just occurs in this little Mini Cooper. So adorable. His name's Thelonious, by the way. I named him after a very popular jazz musician that a lot of people haven't heard of because they were too busy talking about Miles Davis. Anyway. we allowed to go yet? Are we allowed to go? Come the fuck on. I feel like we should be allowed to go. See, this doesn't make any sense. This guy's turning right. This just pisses me off. Look at this. Look. Look at that bullshit. He could have gone, but he didn't, because he's fucking stupid. It's probably a woman, Amy. Yeah, it might be a woman. So she's fucking stupid. Yeah, it's probably a woman. So, I don't know if you know this, but if you're at a red light, and if there's no sign that says you can't turn red, you can't turn right, like this motherfucker, see? He's got their blinker on. He's going right, supposedly. Look over there. Look over there. You don't see any traffic coming from over there, do you? You don't see any traffic. But for some reason, this piece of shit is like, no, well, we're gonna wait until the light turns green because we follow the rules, but we don't even know the rules because we could totally turn right now. But this is my fault because I chose to go this way. So I'm really just mad at myself. Okay? I'm so glad that you follow the rules. Don't you love it when people follow the rules? That's like the best. Yeah, you notice though, like that was such a prime example of your average Americant. It's actually Americant, Amy. Get it right. Okay, yes, Americans. That's what it means to be an American. You have Americans. I'm sure, like, some crusty, you know, UK person, like, that's, like, at some pub right now, and they're just, like, throwing back, like, I don't know what they drink over there. I've never been to Europe. A lot of people think I'm European because of my mouth and because of the things that I talk about. You suck at driving, just let you know you suck. Bye. So that's why I'm funny, it's because I internalize everything. Like, I'm never gonna tell that person what I think, you know? There's no point. They're still gonna suck at driving. Like, even if I had a sign, like, say, like, you should do that. You should make a sign. Because that would be so funny. Especially considering the fact that, like, you know, we have these rules, these stupid rules about having, like, a hands-free device. So you can't have a cell phone in your hand. Well, I always use my camcorder, so I don't care. Fuck that rule, right? So we have that stupid rule. And then you can have your smartphone mounted on top of your dashboard, so it can still distract you. You could still get into a car accident making a TikTok video or sending a tweet or what is that thing people do? Snapchat. Snapchat, that's right. Thanks for keeping up, honey. You're welcome. See? We have fun. Why is this, like, I was just reading about schizophrenia once again. Like, it's really important to understand how the world views you. So, basically, it's just constant dialogue with yourself. If you're on the schizo spectrum, that's what you're going to be doing. Okay? Because there's no way around that, because you're going to internalize so much that it's going to cause you to do that as some sort of a defense. But what's a defense against the world is offensive towards the world, okay? So because this world is full of a bunch of pansies, especially this country is comprised of a bunch of dunderheads that don't have any idea what they're talking about the majority of the time. They don't even know how they feel about things because they're not conscious of the reality that they live in. You know, they think that this place is completely different than what it actually is. And so, okay, I think I can go a little bit faster. Can you? That might be a cop, Amy. Is it a cop? Let's hope not. You see, you're supposed to go like 55 and you're going like 70. Yeah, well, Yeah. So anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about. Protocol people. Protocol people are so boring, dude. They're so boring. And I feel like I get a lot more people that aren't protocol people, you know? Like, I'm more likely to reach people if I'm going through the back door, you know what I'm saying? The back door, the trap door, like, the fucking hidden staircase, you know? Like, that shit that I think, honestly, the sheep are jealous of. They're jealous of our knowledge of that. Because when they talk about the narrow gate, I believe that's in Matthew. I don't remember what chapter it's in. I need to be a better Christian and know everything about the Bible and never misquote it and always be perfect. And, you know, because it's not like there was like this dude that like came down from heaven. He wasn't a dude, he's God, but it's not as if like he came down from heaven and like made himself into a human being and resembled, you know, a homeless person that was totally shunned by society and reprimanded and called a heretic and a liar. And is that how you say it? Heretic? There you go. Because women ruin everything, right? It's true. I hope I don't ruin Christianity. I'm actually trying to bring it back to all the people that don't have this blessing of Christianity because of all of the Christians that have ruined it for them, okay? That's what I'm doing. I think that God is using me in his special way, but I'm an artist too, so I feel like I have leeway where a lot of people don't have leeway. You know, like if I were like somebody that was paid to do things, if I were a professional at anything, like then they would expect me to be protocol, you know. But I am somewhat jealous of people that are like classically trained. But I do think that going through the back door is definitely the way to go. You know? It's a lot more interesting. And people tend to be more captivated by a story like that than, you know, some typical run-of-the-mill, like, oh, I was having problems, so I went and saw my shrink, and he prescribed me some pills, and I take them 3 times a day. Still feel like shit, but I keep doing it, you know, don't question anything. Don't question anything, why would I question anything? You know, I live in a country that doesn't believe in that, and so, you know, I want to be a good American, so I don't question anything. Oh shit, 50, 50, 50. I was gonna film it, and then I realized that I'm still filming in black and white, so you can't even see the blue lights. They're so pretty. Ooh, he's pulling somebody over. I wonder if it's for drugs. Is it for drugs or is it for speeding? You know, Tennessee is still like anti-weed. Even if there are like weed bars, that doesn't mean that people still can't get popped for it. Okay, that still happens, man. Let's turn these off because there's street lights. Some of the time there's street lights. But anyway, we're on our way to church, and like we've just been kind of upset. And you know, so some hurtful comments were made because I offended my priest, and I guess he offended me right back, only it was like way worse because I'm pretty sure he has been ruminating over it for the past week. Is ruminating the right word? Doesn't matter. I think you got the gist of like what you were saying, what you're trying to say anyway, you know, what you've been feeling, just this, you know, level of hostility. Yeah, I'm definitely hostile. Because when anybody like tries to tell me that they don't, like even acknowledge my experience. You know, it's not like, okay, I don't understand where you're coming from. I don't agree with your perspective. I can understand that. Most people don't understand or agree with my perspective, okay? I'm used to that. But to tell me that I just don't have it at all, and that I don't even know what I'm talking about, and I mean, that's just so uncalled for, and it's so hurtful in so many ways, so invalidating. And I feel like I was just thinking about men and women and how, like, it's so easy for a man to just say that a woman's crazy because women are crazy, you know? We really are. Our libidos, our emotional nature, but it's like, it's easy to do that with schizophrenia too, like just say, oh, well, you're just crazy, you're delusional, you know? And that's what they're doing right now. So like people, get off my ass, dude, get the fuck off my ass. I have no choice. I have no choice but to go slow because the motherfuckers in front of me are going slow. So lay off. If I had a choice, you would not be doing this right now. You know why you wouldn't be doing this? Because I wouldn't be doing this, because I wouldn't have to do this. So fuck you. Anyway. See, going off is funny. It's funny to me, and it's funny to a lot of people. And that's therapeutic. So for somebody who doesn't understand stand-up comedy to like just totally insult the whole profession and say that like there's no need to use swear words. Fuck you, man. There's always a need to use swear words. If you live in this shit world, yes. I stand by this. I stand by this. But yeah, it's just like the whole schizophrenic experience is so offensive to people that don't open their eyes and they don't know how bad things really are. Okay, they don't know how bad things really are, because if they did, they would be swearing all the time too. Okay, I believe that. That's why most schizos commit suicide. Imagine that. People don't understand our experience, and the few that do, the few that acknowledge that we have a different experience, just want us hopped up on medication that makes us gain 100 pounds and eventually kill ourselves anyway, because people still don't understand. So, the people that do understand me, they say that I help them, and they help me just by existing. So thank you very much. We love you, don't worry. The suicidal talk is just jibber jabber, okay? Doesn't mean anything. I probably shouldn't joke about it because then they'll fucking off me. Just don't sign a contract, baby. That's what it is. The Faustian bargain. I mean, I guess technically you're doing that with everything though, right? You know, just like signing on for some slave job, right? I think there are benefits to being a slave. For like people that... Hey, come on, man. Everybody in America is a slave. They just don't know it. They think slavery ended when the Emancipation Proclamation was finally signed. I mean, this has always been a slave country. But they enslave people by convincing them that they're free and then controlling their mind all the while. So that's why, like, you can't enslave me and it pisses you off, you know? You can't convince me to get one of your stupid phones. Yeah, it's making you stupid. It's a smartphone that's making you fucking stupid. You are stupid. You are fucking stupid. And you are emotionally unintelligent, my friend. You are emotionally unintelligent and unaware and not conscious. So fuck you, get the hell off my channel. Anyway. Come back, baby, come back. You don't have to get off my channel just because you have a smartphone. If you don't understand my perspective on smartphones, get the fuck out of here. You're never gonna understand it because you're a cyborg. Okay, you're a cyborg. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These people, these cyclists, they want to cross the road. That was scary. I didn't want to hit them. I don't want to be charged with manslaughter. Fuck that. Everybody should be charged with manslaughter that has a smartphone, because they have no idea how much that's negatively impacting all the people around them. Just you having a smartphone, you being on social media, you going online all the time, you being hooked on the internet. Like, what kind of message does that send to everybody around you that's also doing the exact same thing? Okay? What kind of message is that? It's totally fine. Maybe my consciousness is just higher than others. And maybe that's because I used to be batty four shoes and a past life. So that means, and no, I don't have Asperger's, for those of you that say, oh, you talk so fast. I talk fast because I work with a bunch of Latinos. You do that shit? No, you don't. No, you don't. So don't lecture me on fucking immigration and all that shit. Fuck you. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. I have way more experience than you on all these different levels. Anyway, what was I even talking about? This is like Memento, only fun. Yeah. It is. Yeah, but I go off. I know I go off. And that's funny, you know? That's like a significant part of like my personality. It's like, you know, it's amusing. It's real. And people that aren't real, people that are so used to like doing everything for the world, like doing everything to like impress somebody and, you know, be this like just totally like flaky garbage person that like doesn't care if like they're being lied to 24/7, you know? Like, yeah, that's why I get mad, because like that's the kind of world we live in. And if that's the kind of world that we live in and those are the standards, then why are you surprised that people just get rid of their genitals? Why are you surprised by that? That's what happens in a society that's not conscious. Okay? I'm the person that can connect all the dots. Okay? I'm the person that goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to double Z. Okay? Because most people don't do that. They don't have, like, the mental, emotional, and spiritual capacity to do that. Because it's motherfucking exhausting to be this way. And that's why people commit suicide. And then you have those that just don't understand, they don't care, they don't empathize at all, or they just want you to shut up, they want you to go over there, they don't want you to talk about those things because they make everybody uncomfortable. But then they mooch off of you, they mooch off your art, they mooch off of your talent, they mooch off of your profound insight on every motherfucking thing. It's just so aggravating. It's so aggravating to live in a world that just it's just shitting itself. Like I've said this over and over and over again. All this world does is shit itself. And then it gets mad. It gets mad that it has to walk around in this squishy shit. You know, well, that's what happens when you're not conscious. I'm in church right now, so hopefully maybe by the time I get out, I'll have a much better perspective and I'll never swear again.